Hello, my name is Jesus Jaramillo. This video is for ITT-310, Topic 6, Assignment 6, Step Up, Part 1 Alpha. So the program that I have chosen to work on is the tip calculator program. So this program will prompt the user for data, and we'll take that data and calculate it and give out updated data. So the data we are working with here is the bill amount, tip rate, eventually tip amount, and then tip total amount. So that would be the updated bill amount. So people who would use this program would be someone who needs to calculate gratuity. So anybody who would go to a restaurant, a bar, anything that involves tipping. So what we're gonna do here is run this program. It's not complete yet, but we should have enough information to make sure that the program runs right. The user gets prompted for data, the correct data is entered. So here we have the header, we have the main, and of course we have our floats, which as I mentioned will be the bill amount, which is very important. We want to be able to have the program prompt the user for the bill, which would be what the waiter, whoever's providing the service brings to the customer. So it would be, say, $30 for the service. If that service um, requires a gratuity, well, we'll take that bill amount, the original one. The user will enter a tip rate. That tip rate will be calculated based off of the bill amount, and then we should get a calculation and then, of course, an updated total amount. So all the floats are there. First part of the program is prompting the user for input. So we want to prompt the user for the bill amount, which is what the restaurant, bar, waiter, whomever gave to the customer. And then we want to have the calculation take that bill amount, prompt the user to enter the tip rate as a decimal. We'll find out why that's important in a minute. And then take those two numbers, calculate them, and figure out what the tip amount will be. So the tip rate, this needs to be done in a decimal because it's a percentage. So um, when someone's out dining, they get their bill, tip rates are 10%, 12%, 15%, or maybe even 5% based on the service provided. So we want to make sure the user understands that the point, whatever number, is really a percentage. So we'll demonstrate that in a bit. So for example, I want to tip 10% of the total bill of the bill amount, then I will put 0.10. If I want to tip 15%, I will do 0.15. So that's what we'll do. The second part of the program is calculating that tip amount and adding it to the bill. So we get a new total. And here we have the important calculation here, bill amount times the tip rate, and then the adjusted total amount. So we won't get that far today because that will be the next step in the program, but we will do this part here. So let's do a run. We will clean the solution here, and then we will run the program. There is the prompt that we want. So enter the bill amount. This will be the first number that we will work with. So let's say it is 30, and we'll add some change since it's very rarely just a whole number. So 30, and we'll add 52 cents. Enter. So second part, enter the tip rate as a decimal. We want to make sure we let the user know that it has to be a decimal. So we will do, let's say 10%, point 10, 10%, enter. And there's no error, so we know it worked. We know that 10% was taken from 30, but it stops there because we have not set up the calculation yet, which would take that 10% and work into that 30, 52, take the tip amount, and then add it to the total. That will be the second part of the program, which will be in the alpha assignment. But no errors, we know it works, we just have to add to the program. And once we have that part done, we should be able to figure out the tip amount and of course the overall goal, which is a tip, which is the total amount that the customer will be paying to the restaurant, the bar, or whoever is providing service. Okay, thank you.